How much time have you wasted? Think about it. How many hours have you spent watching someone else live the life you want? Scrolling through success stories, watching other people win, while your own dreams sit there, rotting. Be honest. What have you actually built? Are you moving forward, or are you just watching? Every second you spend admiring someone else's grind is another second you'll never get back. You tell yourself it's inspiration. You tell yourself it's research. But let's be real, it's a distraction. Because deep down, you know you should be doing more. But you're not. Why? Fear? Comfort? The illusion of one day? This video is your wake-up call. Because if you don't break free from this now, you never will. You sit there, scrolling, watching, consuming. Every day you see the lives of others unfold. Success stories, victories, achievements. Someone else is getting stronger. Someone else is making money. Someone else is becoming the version of themselves they once only dreamed of. And you're watching. You tell yourself it's motivation. That one day you'll be next. That somehow, by observing, you're learning. But deep down, you know the truth. You're a spectator in the game of life. Every second you spend watching someone else win is another second wasted. Another step backward. Another nail in the coffin of your potential. But the real question is, why are you okay with it? The comfort of watching. It's easy, isn't it? Watching requires nothing from you. It costs you nothing up front. No risk, no pain, no sacrifice. You can sit back, feel inspired for a moment, and tell yourself, one day. But one day never comes. Because one day is the battle cry of the weak. The truth is, watching is a drug. Every time you see someone else succeed, you get a tiny hit of inspiration. A quick rush of excitement, as if their success somehow rubs off on you. It doesn't. You're mistaking inspiration for progress. You feel like you're doing something just by being aware of what others are accomplishing. But awareness is not action. Admiration is not execution. Watching winners does not make you one. You are wasting the only thing that matters. Every day, you trade your time for something. The problem is, most people trade it for nothing. If someone handed you $86,400 every single morning with the rule that whatever you didn't spend by the end of the day would disappear, would you waste it? No. You'd use every dollar. You'd invest. You'd build. You'd make sure that money didn't slip through your fingers. Yet, every single day, you are given 86,400 seconds, and you throw them away. You spend them watching others live their lives, while your own slips through your fingers like grains of sand. But here's what should scare you the most. There's no refund. No amount of regret can buy back lost time. Your life is a stadium. Imagine your life is an arena. There are only two types of people. The ones in the stands and the ones on the field. The spectators, they watch, they cheer, they criticize, but they do nothing. The players, they are bruised, bloodied, broken, but they are in the game. You are either in the fight or you are watching from a distance. You are either building something or consuming what others have built. Which side are you on? The fear behind watching. Most people don't stay in the stands by accident. They stay there because stepping onto the field means facing something they don't want to confront. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of proving to themselves that they aren't as special as they thought. Because as long as you're watching, you can keep telling yourself, I could do that, If I really tried. But trying means risking the truth. What if you're not as disciplined as you think? What if you're not as capable as you hope? What if you fail? No. The real failure is never stepping up at all. You will regret this. Fast forward 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. What do you see? Are you still watching? Are you still admiring? Are you still scrolling? The faces on the screen will have changed, but the feeling will remain. Regret. Not just for what you didn't do, but for who you never became. That version of you, the one who took action, who built something, who lived instead of just watching, died the moment you chose comfort over challenge. And there will be no going back. The only way out. So what now? What's the move? The answer is simple. Get in the game. It doesn't matter if you're not ready. It doesn't matter if you're scared. It doesn't matter if you don't have a perfect plan. Because motion creates momentum. Step forward, even if you don't know where it will lead. Make mistakes. Fail. Bleed. Learn. But stop watching. The people you admire, the ones who are winning, they aren't special. They aren't superhuman. They just decided they'd rather take the hits than sit in the crowd. They chose to act. And so can you. This is your last warning. One day, you won't be able to act anymore. One day the clock will run out. One day the stadium lights will go dark. And when that moment comes, when the final whistle blows, will you have lived as a player, or will you have died as a spectator? The choice is yours, but choose now. How to stop watching and start winning. You understand the cost of being a spectator. You know time is slipping through your fingers. Now the question is, how do you stop watching and start acting? Here are 5 lessons to pull yourself out of the stands and into the fight. Lesson 1. Build before you consume. Every time you open your phone, turn on the TV, or scroll through social media, you make a choice. Are you going to consume, or are you going to create? Watching others is easy. Creating? That's where the pain begins. That's why most avoid it. But the truth is, winners create before they consume. How to apply it? Morning rule. Before you scroll, before you check messages, before you consume anything, build something. Write, train, learn, work on your craft. Track your consumption. For 1 week, track how many hours you spend watching other people's lives. Cut it in half. Use that time to build. Post before you scroll. If you're on social media, create before you consume. Document your progress. Share your journey. Become a player, not just a viewer. The shift happens when you realize your life is meant to be built, not observed. Lesson 2. Make the arena your home. Stepping into the game is terrifying. The moment you take action, you will feel exposed. The moment you start, people will judge, doubt, and criticize. That's why most people stay in the stands. But here's what you need to understand. You will never feel ready. If you wait until you're prepared, you'll be waiting forever. The only way to be ready is to step into the fight before you feel like it. How to apply it? Launch. Before you're ready. Start now, even if it's ugly. Build while in motion. Perfect later. Public accountability. Announce your goal. Make it known. Let the pressure of people watching force you into action. Detach from judgment. People will talk. Let them. Their words don't affect your actions unless you let them. The battlefield belongs to those who move while others hesitate. Lesson 3. Kill your weak rituals. A spectator's life is built on rituals of distraction. Scrolling, binge-watching, numbing out. These routines drain your time and destroy your momentum. You don't need more time. You need fewer weak rituals. How to apply it? Eliminate. One useless habit. Identify your biggest time waster. Replace it with a productive habit. Set a hard stop. Pick a time each night where all distractions end. No screens, no consumption. Gamify productivity. Track your streak of taking action daily. Don't break it. Weak habits create weak people. Kill them, or they will kill you. Lesson 4. Find the pain that forces you forward. Pain is fuel. Comfort is a drug. The more comfortable you are, the less likely you are to change. Most people don't move until they are forced to. That's why their lives remain the same. You must force your own urgency. How to apply it? Give yourself a deadline. Goals without time limits are wishes. Set a deadline, then cut it in half. Create consequences. Put money on the line. Tell someone who will hold you accountable. Make failure painful. Stay close to pressure. Surround yourself with people who push you. If your environment is soft, so are you. Pain is the ultimate motivator. If you don't have it, create it. Lesson 5. Act like time is running out. Because it is. The final truth. Most people waste their entire lives thinking they have more time. They assume there's always tomorrow. They believe there's still plenty of time to start, to build, to change. No. Time is running out. You are dying every second. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. How to apply it? Set a death date challenge. If you had 6 months left to live, what would you do? Start doing it now. Every day must count. Before bed, ask, did today push me forward? If not, fix it tomorrow. Cut the useless from your life. People, habits, excuses. If it doesn't serve your future, burn it. There is no more time to waste. You have 2 choices. Stay in the stands. Keep watching. Keep wishing. Keep waiting for one day. Get in the arena. Take hits. Bleed. Building win. One day, the clock will hit 0. When that day comes, will you have lived as a player or a spectator? The choice is yours. But choose now. If you made it this far, you're not like the rest. Most people will hear this message and do nothing. They'll keep watching, keep wasting time, keep making excuses. But not you. You're here because you know something has to change. Now, it's on you. What will you do with this? Will you step into the fight? Or will you let another day slip away? To the GrimFace warriors who keep coming back, you already know. We don't sugarcoat the truth. We push hard because we expect more. If this hit home, drop a comment. Tell us what you're going to change today. And if you're new here, this is your chance to join the movement. No fluff, no fake positivity. Just raw, unfiltered truth that forces you to level up. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Because the world wants you weak. We refuse to let that happen. See you in the next one. Now get to work.